Alright, in the Occult trailer, I mentioned that in order to determine whether someone is having a good or bad experience, whether it's an entity or not, or it could be in regards to physical energies and psychic energies, whereby when a person is receiving certain kind of blessings or healing, they will have different reactions. So I mentioned that you can detect from their voice, facial expressions, bodily movements, but most important of all, you have to understand that that kind of diagnosis is very limited. It requires your own psychic intuition and above all, keep a very calm mind to be able to determine what is really going on in that person. So I'm going to show you this video of the man in Bali whom I did the healing for, and I'm also going to tell you that there was something that I did wrong, which it did not affect him, but it affected me. It made me feel sick after that. It's about energy absorption, and I did that because I was on vacation. I was with my wife. My wife was videotaping it, and it was really getting dark, and we were supposed to ride the scooter about 30 minutes back to our hotel. So I really wanted to sort it out for the man. Right, I can't do any follow-up sessions with him. It was a honeymoon basically, so I'm not there to work. Alright, so I'm going to show you right now this. So you see, he's feeling very unbearable right here. It's very obvious. Very strong energy, a kind of energetic pain, not physical pain. Each of our fingers have different properties, which I'll teach you when you're ready. Drawing stage, you see, I switch. Different fingers have different uses. Alright, and most important of all, in this video that you saw, I was in my own normal voice. It was me doing the work on the mudras and of course light language channel, but I was not in a trance. Alright, I was very intuitive. The next video I'm going to show you, you see that the Rishi has already entered me halfway, just half, using my body and using my voice, using my hands to do the work. And I want you to notice a part where I started to growl. Alright, not everyone's going to growl. Alright, it's just depends on individual. But when I growl, what you want to notice that I'm absorbing this energy, and I did not throw it away the way that I should. I did a shortcut, and then after that I realized my mistake. I tried to clear my hands, to throw away the energy, but it was a very deep absorption, and it really went into my system. So here you go. That's okay, I just threw away once earlier. This part. Listen to my voice. See? And if you notice, he's really very calm. This part, right? He really calmed down. The most important of all is to make sure that the person is able to calm down. I've seen a lot of trances happen whereby the master was unable to make the person calm down. And that is very simple. That master itself may have a lot of psychic and occultist powers, but spiritual power is not there. Spiritual power is your cultivation, your wisdom, your loving kindness, your compassion, and your meditative power, ability to calm down. That's where you can project your energies into someone to help them by reflecting on oneness and emptiness, to help them to calm down immediately. Right, that's how you send your energy. So most masters, they use the so-called the higher sources of energy, external beings, to help them. They learn things from their masters, which in a way is like books, knowledge is given to them, but they have not internalized it. It is possible for them to do that kind of work, but in order to make sure they want the end result of what the person should get, those masters would be unable to do that. But of course, there are some people that go into strong trances. It requires more work, but to calm them down. But ultimately, you have to make sure that person calms down after that. It takes practice. It takes your cultivation. So we're gonna rewatch this video once more. All right. So I'm not going to say anything, so that you can really hear the audio. part where I, after the growl, I felt like I was vomiting out some energies, that was because it was very strong. There were other ways, a lot of ways, and to deal with those energies. Some you don't even absorb, some you have to throw into the ground, some you have to draw yantras on the ground. There's many ways, alright? I don't feel that it's the right time to share with any of you yet. But this is just case studies in case you get into any kind of healing. For now, please do not do any form of absorption from someone, okay? So I did it because I was in a rush, which is not very good, but we learn from mistakes, right? So you look at the first video again, that the previous video you saw that he was calm, right? But the first video, take a look again once more. Alright, so there you go. So what he was experiencing was some kind of negative energies, some elements of spirit disturbance. It's not that he was being possessed or not. No, there are many layers of possession. In living in the kampong, it's very common to get into those energies. But most important of all, when someone gets disturbed by energies, sometimes you have to understand why they were disturbed. Did they offend someone? Did they fail on a promise that they made to an altar? Or were they just unlucky to get into there? This is a long training and it requires experience. No matter how much I share with you, you still need your own experience in order to determine what happened and what is the right method to follow up with. It took me years of cultivation and practice. And this man, he did not offend anyone. Just unlucky, spirit disturbances, and he's not someone who is very confident. And that's why he can attract, like the law of attraction. You attract whatever you vibrate out to the universe. So this is your case study for this month. And continue your practice, remain mindful, remain compassionate, and don't push ourselves too hard. Come on, we're human beings, you have a job. Focus on family, focus on your careers, and focus on your spiritual cultivation. And when you get there, I will definitely share with you more of the healing techniques.